Very much Rivington Biz in the third, joined now by Westrice and Broken Shard. You guys just won your first game in the LCS against Cloud9 of all teams. How's it feel?
We just broke the 028 dream.
That's about right, yeah.
Yeah.
This morning, we were talking about like what we needed to do as a team, and like I remember distinctly what we said. All right, guys, we're either going 040 or 40-0 because we felt that we were playing too passive and too like defensive, kind of letting the plays fall into place instead of actively doing it. So we came into the game with the mindset that we're going to win, not lose. So we went in like guns blazing, pushing hard, and sometimes it was a bit reckless and we got punished for it. But at least like we went in and we did like what our game plan was.
So what was the communication like with you and the bottom lane after they do a lot of trading down bottom, and then you go down? Were you expecting Meteos there for the counter gank and this triple kill?
Essentially, yeah. I saw Meteos, like, pretty sure, like, if Meteos was anywhere on the map, he would be bot lane right now. Because, I mean, Meteos is a smart jungler. He would know where I would be. Like, I'd expect Meteos to know where I was, so he would know that I wanted to go bot and he would be there. But the runes, specifically that I'm running for Elise, like, generally her level 3 is really weak, and Kha'Zix is, like, a very strong jungler, level 3, excuse me. The runes I was running just made me know that we're going to win a fight if I land a cocoon on Meteos and we burst him down first. And that's what I told my bot lane. Kill Meteos if he shows himself. No one else is important.
So you're running spell penetration?
Actually, 26 AP.
Okay. So we actually have a replay of this fight.
Okay.
Let's bring this up and you can walk us through the nitty-gritty.
So Bubba Dub told me that he's about to hit level 3, and I think right here he's already level 3. He said he pointed me where the lantern was, so I knew where I needed to be standing, and then he throws the lantern in. And immediately, as soon as I'm in midair, we see Meteos, and the call is kill Meteos first. So you can see I land a cocoon onto him first. See, I get lanterned in right there, and Meteos comes in. Cocoon misses, actually, but we just focus Meteos down. I E after him. Robert gets that kill. Now, all I want to do is proc red buff onto Sneaky, and Robert cleans it up. And now I'm just like, you know what? I want to kill Lemon. I don't even care if I'm dying. So we get the kill. I didn't need to die there, but you know what? 1 for 3, triple kill onto Robert. BF sword first back is a pretty big deal.
And the start here for Westrice, you help out with a blue buff steal, and you end up getting to lane a little late. How was that going Shyvana into Trundle a little bit late to lane?
That was a little unfortunate, actually. There was a lot of miscommunication. I'm like, hey, Broken, Trundle's going to try to cut me off, so can you just go around with me and to go get to your red? But I don't think Broken here heard me, so he started running to the right. So I was like really cut off. I'm like, Broken, come here, come here. So then I got chunked a little bit, and then it forced me to teleport back and buy some more pots. But I didn't lose too much from it, so I'm not really that upset.
And you actually went and tried to 1v1 balls that you had like a level 7 all in, like it's the mistaken trade where you just like die. Like what happened? I thought Trundle was supposed to do well in the matchup in the first place anyway.
Yeah, Trundle wins obviously. But for some reason I held on to my flash for too long, or my ult. I kind of forgot what, but like I was holding on to my escape for too long because I didn't think he'd do much damage. I thought I got away, and then I thought his pillar killed me. I'm like, wait, what? Oh wait, it was his ult.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. But I mean, because I haven't played that matchup like very often, but it wasn't too bad after that.
We actually haven't been playing like the Shyvana Trundle matchup at all,
Yeah.
And we haven't actually been playing Shyvana in a long time. But that's just like I guess it's just a mistaken matchup because I think Balls is like one of the only like key NA players that really does play that Trundle. It's more popular on EU, so I guess he's not like comfortable with it, and then it just kind of comes out of nowhere.
So I maybe you can't reveal the strategies, but why is it you're like, we haven't played Shyvana in a while, but you know what? We're going to play Shyvana this game.
Take a look at her stats, man. Like right before this game, it was 7-1. There's something about that champion that like that just means that stats don't lie essentially.
It's magic, and you guys got to win over Cloud9.
No. I mean the stats don't lie in Shyvana. We've been playing it before, and it doesn't. Shyvana's not necessarily a champion that's like, oh, I haven't played her in a week. I'm never going to learn how to play her again. So we were comfortable playing comps around Shyvana and comfortable with Westrice playing Shyvana. So we decided that we were going to pull it out and try to use it.
So you end up getting Balls back later, actually. He stops the teleport. I was of the opinion that if he kept running, he had mana still and he could pillar. Would you have kept chasing? Would he have gotten away if he kept running?
When he was diving me at my...
Then he decided to stop.
I was a little confused. I thought he was baiting me for a second. But I'm like, nah, this can't be. He wouldn't waste a teleport like that. So I'm not sure if he was paying attention, but I just walked up to him and killed him. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Do you think if he did not stop there to teleport, would you have kept chasing him and gone for the kill? Or would you have let him run?
I'm actually not sure. I forgot how the situation was, but I think I would have because like I was like a little bit healthier than he was, and his ult was down, and I knew Shyvana has a bigger burst than Trundle has like in one rotation, so I wasn't too scared. but that free kill just caught me off guard. I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah, it's a good thing to fall into your lap.
Yeah.
So that game was really, really crazy back and forth where you're like, both your Nexus turrets were dead. You've got to fight back and forth in the mid lane. Like, things are going crazy. Half the engagements work, half of them don't. How do you kind of keep us like a straight head when that's going down? Like, how do you find the right battles? Like, how do you know how to play those kinds of games?
I mean, one thing that I think a lot of people have commended us for is our good mindset and good attitude coming into games. One thing that I really have to point out is that throughout the entire game, Prolly and I think Robert and Prolly are like the main like late game shot callers. They were always like staying positive and like, we need to do this. Like even if we just lost a fight, like we gotta do this, we gotta get timers, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. Honestly, the game isn't over until the Nexus actually gets killed. And you can kill 2 Nexus turrets, and you could see like we were being pushed in, and I was like, you know what, the game's not over. I went and killed Meteos, and they forced them to chase me, and we kind of stopped the push. Yeah. The most important thing, in my opinion, besides even mechanics and strategy, is mindset. You have to come into the game, and you have to play the game until it's over, not until you think it's over.
Yeah, and it really worked out for you guys. Really, really long game. We actually want to pull up one final replay of the last team fight you guys fought in there. It was, of course, an incredible victory. If you can pull that up on the screen.
Okay, I don't exactly remember what was going on here, so you're going to have to forgive me if I mistake anything. But I remember I heard someone say, all right, we should fight this, we should fight this. And so Westrise gets the go signal, and we can see he's already in midair going in there. He's jumping in. And he goes in, and essentially after the initial burst, we get Meteos, we get him low. And after this, we call to kite back. We have to kite back onto this because we can't stay near Soraka. And as the fight unfolds, we get a good Ori ult, and Westrise gets GA'd there. After the GA goes down, we know it's good to chase. I land the Cocoon onto Meteos right here. And as soon as both their front lines are down, we know that it's game, it's over, because our 2 tanks are still alive, and we can soak damage for our AD carry. So if Sneaky or High is like trying to hit us, then our carries are going to kill them. And that's kind of what happened. As Sneaky was trying to kill me, he died, High died, and we managed to end the game.
Yeah, and that worked incredibly well. So I do want to take a step back then, because the game kept going back and forth. It was crazy. You guys said you kept your mindset up. Like a game starts 3-0 for your AD carry. Like Robert's like gigantic in this lane. Bubba's roaming down, getting mid turrets. When C9 starts pulling the game back, like what do you refocus on? What do you say? Okay, here's our next objective.
It's essentially we have like a saying within our team is that the 2 most important words for us are win conditions. So play to the win conditions. Essentially, when we're losing a fight, all right, why didn't we lose the fight? Why did we lose the fight? Because we didn't play to our win conditions. So next fight, we're going to play to our win conditions. And essentially, we kept reiterating what our win conditions were in that game. Control wards in their jungle, mid bot lane pressure, teleport on top lane, dragons. Yeah. Those are the 4 win conditions of the game. And we kept going for those. And essentially, when they kept pulling back, all right, let's refocus. Let's reiterate what are our win conditions, make sure everyone knows what's going on, and then we just go do that.
Now, do you tailor those specifically for a team? Do you pick up a team comp and say, we're playing EG, for example, next week? Are you going to have a specific team comp that you're going to run into a team that runs a style like EG?
Not necessarily. It's like the win condition type is very like, it's a dynamic type of concept. It's a dynamic idea. It changes with every team. So it depends on like the team comp that you're running and the team comp that they're running. For example, if EG is going to run like a wombo combo team comp, we're going to play something that's split and pick. Their win conditions are team fighting. Ours is to not team fight. So we're just going to spend a lot of time actually focusing on what EG is going to play, and we're going to figure out what our win conditions of that game is yet.
Okay, so Westrise, one last question for you before we go to break. You guys are facing EG and also Counter Logic Gaming next week. You guys have now picked up a win. You guys seem to be going on an up streak. How's the week going to go for you guys?
We have a good record against EG, or not promos, but like just in scrims in general. But I'm a lot more scared of COG than EG, because I know COG are like mechanical masters, and they have a good record right now, and we haven't been doing well versus them, or in general. But lately we've been like in the right mindset, and we've been doing things a lot better. So I'd predict like a 1-1 for the weekend. Yeah.
How do you think you'd do against Inox and Seraph?
Seraph is like a solo queue god, but in tournament plays, he does his job, but I never see him carrying. He just does his top lane job, like the complete opposite of Zion. Like Zion carries games, Seraph doesn't, but he still does his job. So in a way, I think Inox and Seraph are like on equal levels right now, because Seraph hasn't. I feel like Seraph hasn't really meshed with COG yet. I felt like, I don't know, but like that's just judging what I saw. But I guess we'll just see.
All right, well, guys, congratulations on your win over Cloud9, 1-3. You guys got 24 games to go. Make them all wins. You have a great record there for yourselves, guys. Thank you very much for your time. But we've got more games to go for. We've got to take a quick break. When we come back, We're going to have a nice game. And a third game, Evil Geniuses versus Team Solo Mid. It's going to be a whole bunch of fun. We'll be right back after this.